And then just Forbidden Alchemy on step. Alright, so let's see what we find. I wouldn't be too upset with a Glimmer Post. And we have Removal Spell Glimmer Post here. Glimmer Post gains us 2 life. Removal Spell beats a token. So if we take the Removal Spell, we can Arrows the War Marshal, Flashback Firebolt on a token, and then have 2 tokens to beat, and we have Bolt. We don't have any creatures, so Grim Harvest does nothing right now. So is the Lightning Bolt worth more than a Glimmer Post? It's a question. And at this point in the game, I think it is. And that's only because of Goblin Bushwhacker is a relevant card to try and fight through. And we're not arrowsing end of turn because we want another turn to try and draw, like, naturally draw Capsize. It would have been really, really nice to hit a Mystical Teachings off that, but oh well. So I was planning on arrowsing the War Marshal, but if we just flashback Firebolt on it, we have another turn to find something out of, like a Capsize, to bounce our arrows before we have to use it. Alright. So we'll Firebolt this guy. And it is, of course, going to suck for us if he has a Bushwhacker, but I guess we'll take 4 in that case. Yeah, we'll take 4. And then we'll have to find Capsize on our next turn. Okay, so he's going to combat, so things aren't that bad. Him willing to attack there probably means he has like triple burn spell or something like that. At this point, I don't think I can afford to go to 7 life, though. I think I have to bolt a token. And then, because the Forbidden Alchemies that I have will find me into answers, I just need to buy myself the most time possible. So, we'll go to 8 here, and hopefully he doesn't have land triple burn spell or something like that. But if he did, we were dying anyways, so... Damn. Okay, so I am getting Bushwhackered next turn. That's not a doubt in my mind. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 8 mana open. I don't even know if I can cast the Muldrifter here. Let's see. If I cast it and have 3 mana open, I can arrow as a token, Muldrifter blocks a cohort, and I take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 if he has a Bushwhacker, and we go to 1. Whereas if I Forbidden Alchemy into a removal spell, that only deals with 1 anyways. So, if Seismic Shudder was still in my deck, I think I'd have to cast Forbidden Alchemy here. But since it's not, I can cast Muldrifter, if that makes any sense. And we brick anyways. Okay, so unfortunately, in all likelihood, it looks like we're dead again. Seems to be a recurring theme against these against the Goblin matchups. Seems like it should be a reasonable matchup for Cloudpost, but there's just too many creatures. Like, it's really the Mog War Marshal. Those guys are very hard to beat, unfortunately. So, okay, so I guess I was wrong about the Bushwhacker, unless he has another land here for it. He's a Lightning Bolt for the Muldrifter. So we are losing Grim Harvest at this point, but oh well. 2, 4, 5, 6. We'll go to 2. Well, we're going to have to kill a Goblin here. We'll have to wait to see if he pumps. If he pumps, we can... Yeah. There's no way he sacks and pumps in response, right? 2, 4, 5. We're going to 2 or 3 either way. Alright, yeah, we're just going to arrows at this point. The question is making a 2/2 a 1/1 better than killing off a 1/1, and I think the answer is no. Killing off the 1/1 is better. Alright, so we're going to 3, so we're dead to like Lightning Bolt, so what needs to happen is we need to Forbidden Alchemy into a Glimmer Post and slam the Crusher and then have another removal spell. Yeah, this is a real big stretch here, but we're gonna try it. So teachings accomplishes nothing at this point, so we have to take a lightning bolt. Teachings grabs Hydroblast. Yeah, teachings is the same thing as a removal spell. Unless no, that doesn't even work. Okay, so the other option is we can take Preordain and Preordain for Glimmer Post, but taking Lightning Bolt here is like the same thing as taking a removal spell. Or is the same thing as taking a Glimmer Post, but the Lightning Bolt only costs 1 mana, whereas digging for the Glimmer Post would cost a mana and then our land drop and whatnot, and we might not find the Glimmer Post, and yeah, we're going with this sure thing. Okay. So I'm not too sure what has to happen here. I think it involves drawing a exactly Glimmer Post and him not having any creatures in his hand. But if he doesn't have any creatures and he doesn't have any land, it has to be burn. So I can't figure out a spot where we're not dead. I can't imagine getting another turn to live here. But so we have removal spell, teachings for removal spell, removal spell. That's what has to happen. So we need 6 mana, 4, 5, 6, and we have 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we can get away casting this here. Looking for a Glimmer Post. Didn't find it. So that other piece of removal spell, the other piece of removal doesn't really help us. Let's see. So I think our line has to be, we have to Flame Slash a guy here, and then Lightning Bolt another guy on his turn when he swings, and then Teachings for like a Hydroblast, and then untap, and we get to flashback Teaching. So we have to hope he actually just has a handful of cards that aren't creatures and aren't spells, which aren't burn spells that he hasn't played yet. Which, yeah, I just cannot imagine that actually ever happening, but we're going to play on. Alright, so there's no way I see us ever living. Unless he has all lands that he's deciding not to play. But and there's the Bushwhacker. We bolt this guy and we take 4 and we die. We only take 6 then. Yep, we're dead. Alrighty. Pretty unfortunate that all the Goblin videos have resulted in utter domination of the Cloudpost deck. I really don't think the matchup is that bad. And we get the GG from our opponent. How nice of him. And I don't really know a whole lot of what to say with about this matchup. But it doesn't really feel that bad. But I know in the games that we recorded, it looks pretty atrocious. So I will probably blog about it some more, and I'll try to play a few more games on camera to see if it really is this bad, or if this was just variance. It doesn't feel bad again, but like the way these games played out, yeah, it looked fairly one-sided. Well, anyways, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed.